Well, of course, as soon as I want to take a video, here comes a truck making a lot of noise. There he goes. All right, anyway, hey, everybody, it's Tony from Car Stars. Want to make a real quick first impression video of this welding table. This is a welding table that I got off of Amazon, and I'll tell you first why I picked this table, and I'll also throw up a link, or actually flash up on the screen, the ad from where I bought this on Amazon. I don't have like an affiliate link or anything. I just want to show you what it looks like in the pictures on the ad. So let's flash that up. And versus what I got. So this is a welding table. It's something like 18 by 40 folding legs, as you can see. Folding and extending legs. Not sure exactly what the total height is, but it's something like counter height, so like 32 inches maybe, something like that. We'll check it out afterwards, but I got this because I was going to use my little TIG welder here. This is an older Lotus AC/DC TIG welder. I've got issues with that. I'll show you what's going to replace it in a different video, but I had this hooked up and it just pooped out on me. So I wanted to start TIG welding and practicing TIG welding, so I wanted to get a table. And as you can see, my garage here is actually tiny, so there's like no room. So I got this table because it folds, not because I thought it was quality or it was awesome or anything like that. I got it because it folds, and a lot of MIG tables, TIG tables, they don't fold and they're extremely heavy, so I don't really have any room in my garage. So I got it because it folds. So when it arrived, it was in a pretty flat package, and I dumped it all out, and I thought I wouldn't really have to do any assembly because it has folding legs, and you know, why didn't it just go in the box folded and come out and just unfold the legs and your way, you know, away you go. But that's not what it was like. So I had to assemble it, and the assembly instructions were completely, I mean, like they were literally like this when I pulled them out of the box. Some of the hardware had also ripped through the cheap paper envelope that they had come in, so all the hardware came in this little paper envelope, a couple little wrenches, and it had these bolts, nuts, like 16 nuts, a bunch of bolts, a couple wing nuts, and 4 longer bolts. So the instructions kind of show you this diagram here. If my camera's focused on that, I can't really tell, but it's not detailed enough to really see what's going on. On these instructions, it shows nowhere where you should attach a nut. It also shows nowhere where the wing nut or the wing bolt is. So how I did it was all the smaller bolts are up in here, bolting these corner brackets to the corners, and then the long wing bolt goes through here so that you can loosen it by hand and drop it into the locking section so that it doesn't fold while it's up. And then these longer 4 bolts go through there. Now, right off the bat, this is a kind of a sucky design, because if you go to extend the leg, right, you're trying to pull this down and lock it in place, right? So there's no washers. So when you're tightening this, it actually starts to wander a little bit. So I could probably add some washers. I also would have liked it if they used self-locking nuts, especially here. This one, after being folded, unfolded, folded, unfolded, this is probably just going to come loose, because you can't tighten it all the way down, because that's going to cause it to pinch it and you won't be able to rotate it. So how stupid is that? So I'm not really confident in the leg locking ability of these folders. Also, this leg, right now I had to push it in a bit, because fully folded, this leg was overriding this leg. So in its shortest position, yeah, because there's little See these little depressor knobby things? I had to push those in and compress this leg even more to get it to fold. So that's the only way it's going to fold and actually lay somewhat flat. So my camera stopped recording. I really got to get a new rig. A lot of you have commented that my video footage quality-wise does suck, and I agree, it does suck. So I'm using a Canon. Probably going to try to wrap this up as soon as I can because my camera keeps shutting off. So I'm just going to go and say that you get what you pay for. This thing, the Harbor Freight welding table, I might flash up a picture of what I'm talking about. It does not fold, but the top on it is way, way thicker than this. So if you can see, the top on this is that thick, and it's just sheet metal. I swear, every time I start recording, a car drives by. But anyway, I was having technical difficulties, so here I am on day 2. I got a new memory card for the camcorder here. So hopefully it's not going to stop recording on me. So we'll see. Anyway, I was in the midst of showing you the thickness on the lid, on the top of this table. So as you can see, it's pretty thin. Not sure exact gauge, but it's pretty thin. So I was watching a video on YouTube of another Amazon style welding table. I think it was a DeWalt. So yeah, obviously name brand. And the legs just snapped out. You didn't have to pull any levers. You didn't have to adjust any wing nuts. They just swung out and snapped into place and locked into place. I wish this table had that. This is probably going to end up being my biggest pet peeve with this table, is how these legs lock into place, or they don't actually lock into place. They are supposed to be wing nutted into place. And as I was putting these legs out this morning, this one over here just kept riding up as I was trying to tighten it. I think that's going to be a common problem if you have it set up like this is stock. And you know, just moving it around in my garage, it's already starting to get nicked, and I've literally had it for like 2 days out of the box. So and not even used it yet. So the paint finish on this thing is not going to last, but you get what you paid for. When I flashed it up on the screen, flash it up again, thing was only like $99 delivered. So it's cheap. It's the cheapest one you're going to find. And again, you get what you pay for. These little roller wheels on the end, pretty cool idea. I don't know how useful they are, because when I fold it up, I simply just pick it up and stuff it into a corner. I don't think I'll be rolling it around, but you know, they're there. It's kind of a neat idea. Otherwise, there's not much else to say about the table at this time. I did want to show you this little chair, this stool I picked up at Walmart. This thing was like 16 bucks, okay? So you just pop her open, locks into place, boom. Works really well. 16 bucks, can't beat that. And then you just push the little depressor buttons on the the 2 legs under there on that side, and it folds right back up flat. So again, sticking with the theme, would I buy this table again? I think I would. Only because I have a need to slide it flat and tuck it into my really tiny little garage. If I had the space and I could buy a regular welding table like the one from Harbor Freight with that really thick top on it, I'd buy that if I had the space and didn't need to store this thing away, and it was more of a permanent setup. I definitely would get a different table with a thicker top. This one, it is what it is. Of course, you hear that a lot, right? So anyway, not much else to say. I'm going to get to practicing with my TIG welder. This Lotus, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is the one of the earliest versions of this welder, but it's almost identical to the newest one. Actually, other than the color, I think it is identical. Those guys over there are sending me a new power board for this baby. So once I get it, I'm going to plug her in. Hopefully it'll fire up. But I also have another TIG welder that I got. I'm going to do an unboxing and first impressions on that one in another video. So in the meanwhile, don't forget, and I'll put the link down below. There might be a card at the end of this video for our giveaway. We're giving away Klein tools, and it costs you absolutely nothing. You just have to go to our Facebook page at The Real Car Stars on Facebook and make a comment on the official video comment section, and you're entered to win our Klein tool giveaway. And like I said, cost you absolutely nothing. I will send you the tools for free. All you got to do is comment. So if you want to get in on that, click the link in the description. There might be a end card, like I said, here somewhere. I don't know. And if you click that, you'll get over to the actual video talking about it. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Please comment about your thoughts about this table or another table you might have bought and used and loved or hated. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.